You're interested in naked wines, or maybe you're already a subscriber looking to explore other options. Either way, you're in the right place. Naked Wines is a great service, but it's definitely not the only game in town. There are some incredible alternatives out there that might actually be a better fit for your needs. Today I'm breaking down the best Naked Wines alternatives for 2026. Let's dive in. My number one Naked Wines alternative is Wine Insiders. While Naked Wines has been around since the mid-2000s, Wine Insiders has been perfecting the direct-to-consumer wine business for over 40 years since 1982. They started in a Chicago restaurant, delivering wines by taxi from a garage, and now they serve millions nationwide. Like Naked Wines, Wine Insiders eliminates middleman markup by working directly with wineries. But here is the big difference. Instead of a monthly contribution model for their wine club, Wine Insiders uses a straightforward quarterly subscription. No monthly commitments to track, no credit system to manage, just a simple automatic delivery that comes every 12 weeks. Here's where Wine Insiders really shines compared to Naked Wines. New members get 15 bottles for just $99 using their intro code. That's 12 regular bottles plus 3 bonus bottles. They also have a Pourback program where you get 5% credit back on every club shipment. Of course, your delivery is free. You can skip or cancel anytime. And what's really cool is that they have this perfect pour promise, which gives you a 100% money back guarantee. It's kind of a no-brainer. Wine Insiders has an expert panel of sommeliers and wine professionals who taste hundreds of wines, and only the very best make the cut to you. You'll get an international selection from Australia, Chile, France, Italy, Portugal, Spain, South Africa, America, and more. And they're all curated by experts you can trust, so you know you're getting top quality. They were named the Best Wine Club of 2025 by CNET. And in addition to the Pourback program and the money back guarantee, you have a concierge service that gives you a member-only phone line, so you get white glove customer care. You can help vote on the wines that you want included in future shipments, and they give you frequent freebies, complimentary wine accessories, and other surprise gifts, which makes every shipment a little bit more exciting. Next up is Splash Wines. If you like Naked Wines' value proposition but want even lower prices and more flexibility, Splash Wines is definitely worth a look. They are a family-operated business with 3 generations of wine industry experience. Where Naked Wines requires a $40 monthly contribution, Splash offers incredible flexibility. You can see some of their options here. They have their curated cases. They have a great deal for their winter clearance pack. Only $88.47 for 18 bottles of wine is pretty unbeatable. And then obviously you can see they have rosé packs, winter wines, a closeout pack if you want French wines or a certain variety, Malbec. They have really nice options for curated cases. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can go for the 12-bottle mystery pack. If you prefer to have a little bit more control over what wines you're getting in your shipment, they also have this build a case option where you can browse their selection and build your own case of 15 to 18 wines. And again, you can see they have fantastic prices. For their wine clubs, Splash has different tiers. You can have your basic account, which you can see the breakdown here. You only get 1% cash back, but all of these levels get the satisfaction guarantee, and you're paying the small fee for the adult signature when they deliver your wine. You're going to need to sign for it. And there's a little fee attached at that basic level. The wino level is around $30. You have added benefits of being able to cancel anytime. It has auto renew, and you still get that satisfaction guarantee, and you get even more cash back, 2%. And then their founder level at $150. Again, free for the adult signature fee. You get even more cash back at 5%. That lifetime membership. And then for their founder tier, it's $150. Obviously, they have limited spots available for this one. That adult signature fee is free, and you get even more cash back at 5%. Still the satisfaction guarantee, and you get a lifetime membership for that one founder price at that one-time payment. So the trade-off compared to Naked Wines, you don't get that personal winemaker connection that Naked Wines offers with their artisan producer focus. The selection maybe feels a little bit more commercial, but if budget is your number one priority and you want even more flexibility than Naked Wines offers, then there's a lot of value to be found with Splash. Next up is Firstleaf. Naked Wines uses a quiz to match wines with your palate for that initial shipment. Firstleaf takes that to the next level and supercharges it with machine learning technology. So when you sign up, you take a quiz, and it's a detailed palate quiz that uses AI algorithms to match wines to your palate. And the more you rate the wines in the shipments that you receive, the better their recommendations get over time. It's sort of like Netflix for wine, but for your palate. Their intro offer is also excellent, which we'll take a look at here in a second. 6 bottles for $44.95 with free shipping. Their intro offer is the first 6 wines. It's only $44.95 plus free shipping, but they do have other club plans. They have the classic plan, preferred plan, premier plan, and a fine wine plan that's going to be a little bit more expensive than the other tiers, but of course you're getting a higher quality fine wine collection. And so most of these are 6 bottles, but you also have the option to do 14 bottles for the price of 12. Now, Firstleaf has won over 3,000 industry medals. Every bottle is backed by 100% satisfaction guarantee, pretty similar to Naked Wine's credit back policy, but Firstleaf will replace your bottles that you don't like in your next shipment. What's cool about Firstleaf compared to Naked Wines is the customization to your personal palate. Of course, like I mentioned, you take the quiz to get that first shipment, and then the most important step is going back and rating your wines, because the rating for each wine helps them and their algorithm determine which wines you're most likely to enjoy for your next shipment. So if you want AI-powered personalization that learns your taste over time, Firstleaf is a solid alternative to Naked Wine's quiz-based approach. Next up is Winc. If Naked Wine sometimes feels a bit too focused on the artisan winemaker story, Winc is the opposite. As you can see by their homepage, they are the sort of like the cool wine club with modern branding and Instagram-worthy bottles. They have great reviews in the media. And this club really appeals to the younger, more casual wine drinkers. Winc also uses a quiz, just like Naked Wines and Firstleaf. They'll give you recs for your first order, and then again you're going to log into your account, rate your wines, and then they'll give you new matches based on your ratings. Winc offers a 6 bottle or a 12 bottle membership. You get free shipping, you get 20% off, and you can skip, which means like pause your orders or your wine club shipments anytime. And last up for the natural wine lovers out there is Misa Natural Wines. While Naked Wines is all about supporting independent winemakers, Misa takes that philosophy even further. They exclusively have natural, organic, and biodynamic wines from small producers around the world. They have different wine club options. As you can see here, they have the mixed natural wine club, which gives you red, white, rosé, and orange wine. For the orange wine lovers, you'll get only orange wines in that shipment. You can gift a shipment, and then of course they have red and white options as well. And their prices are pretty comparable to the other wine clubs that we've looked at, ranging from $85 to $125. But if you spend more than $150, you get free shipping. Every shipment is going to be different with Misa Wines, which always keeps things exciting, and Wine Club subscribers get 10% off of all retail bottles as well. A couple other things to note about the Misa Wine Clubs. You can choose the amount of bottles that you want in your shipment, between 3, 6, or 12, and you can also choose the frequency of your shipment. So you could go every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months, which would be quarterly, like the other wine clubs that we've looked at so far. This is a great option if you love natural wines or you want to learn more about natural wine. In addition to what you get in the club shipment, they also have resources on their website so you can dive into the world of natural wine. And they have a club tasting page, which breaks down your tasting notes for each shipment, so you can learn a little bit more about the bottles, the producers behind the bottles, and they give you pairing recommendations too, which is pretty cool. And of course, the producer's story and some notes on the region where the wines come from. So you've seen the alternatives. Now let's break down when each one makes sense compared to Naked Wines. Choose Wine Insiders if you want simpler pricing without the monthly contributions to track. Fast shipping matters. They get orders out in 2 to 3 days. You appreciate longer industry track record. That's about 40 plus years versus Naked Wine's 15 years. You prefer those straightforward quarterly deliveries over the credit system, and you want the white glove concierge service, plus an international variety of wines from established wineries. Choose Splash if budget is your absolute top priority. You want even more flexibility than the Naked Wine's credit system. You're looking for the cheapest per bottle price possible. They're very affordable. You want to be able to pick your own bottles a la carte. Choose Firstleaf if you want to go for the AI-powered personalization that's gonna learn your palate more than a one-time quiz. You want to preview and swap bottles before they ship. That's a cool feature that they have. And you prefer a more commercial selection over, let's say, artisan producers like Naked Wines has. Customization matters to you more than the community connection. For Winc, choose Winc if you want that more casual, modern experience. You prefer more domestic wines from one large independent winery, though now they are sourcing a little bit more international selection, still under their parent brand. If you don't care about that independent producer focus, if you're again into that simple, trendy wine appeal more than the artisan storytelling. And lastly, Misa is the wine club for you if you want to discover natural wines from around the world. You prefer flexibility in the frequency of your club shipments and also the ability to select how many bottles you're getting. You want to support artisan producers as they work exclusively with small production wineries, and you're looking for more off the beaten path wines you wouldn't necessarily find on shelves. Look, Naked Wines is a solid service. There's a reason they've been USA Today's #1 wine club for 7 years running. But depending on what you prioritize, one of these alternatives might actually be a better fit. My personal pick would be Wine Insiders. They have over 40 years of experience, straightforward pricing, lightning fast shipping, and premium customer service. It really delivers everything great about a wine subscription without overcomplicating things. If you found this comparison helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews. Here's to finding your perfect wine subscription, whether it's Naked Wines or one of these excellent alternatives. Cheers!